Hello dear students, good morning. Today we will discuss chapter number 16 from geography section. The title of the chapter is climate. Now, what is climate? So climate is an average of long-term atmospheric conditions prevailing over an area. So long-term atmospheric conditions means where the atmospheric conditions remain same for the long period. For example, if we talk about Antarctica continent, Greenland, where you can find the cold season every year, there is no other season there. So this is the best example of climate. This we can say there is a cold climate in Antarctica continent. If we talk about equator regions, where the Africa, there is a heat throughout the year, so we can say it is a hot climate there. So where there is atmospheric conditions are for long period, so this term is known as climate. And climate is very much different from the weather, where climate is an average atmospheric conditions for a long period. In other hands, weather is an average conditions of the atmospheres for any specific time or for a shorter duration of any place. So in short, we can say weather is a short term conditions of atmosphere which we can experience for some months, some weeks, or sometimes daily. So we can say that this is a monsoon weather, winter season, and it is weather. No? It is a short term conditions. After 4 months, the weather is changed. For example, now it is a winter season and there is a cold. So after 4 months, the weather is changed and it will be a summer hot season there. So it is a short term conditions of atmosphere. So this is the difference between climate and weather. Now weather depends on air temperature, air pressure, direction and velocity of winds, and amount of water vapor in the air, rain, mist, dew, cloud, etc. In Arabic language, the winds are we can say the seasons which the winds which change their direction according to the season are called monsoon winds, and these winds are also named as the Arabic word mosam, means mosim. We pronounce mosam. The winds which change the direction according to season are called monsoon winds, and major countries of monsoon climates in Asia are India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan and Myanmar. Now let's talk about seasonal changes. We all know that this earth revolutes around the sun, and her the axis of the earth is tilted on 23.5 and makes the angle of 66.5. And we all know how the earth revolutes around the sun. We all learned all these things about revolution and rotation of the earth in previous standards. So this is not the thing that we are discussing in more detail. The sun rays falls vertically over the Tropic of Capricorn on 22nd December. So the southern hemisphere during this time experience the summer and northern hemisphere experience the winter, and nights in India are longer in colder in winter season. In the same way, when the sun rays are vertically over the Tropic of Cancer on 21st June, so the days are longer, and this time we feel summer season here. So as we experience in the winter season that the days are shorter and nights are longer, as well as there is a cold in winter season. In same way, in summer the days are long and nights are short. So on 21st June the sun rays fall vertically on Tropic of Cancer, and on 22nd December sun rays falls vertically on Tropic of Cancer, and during these two time periods we feel different seasons. Now we discuss about the variation in climates of India. So as you all know that the Tropic of Cancer passes almost through the middle of India, and the southern part of India lies in a torrid zone and northern part is in temperate zone. So Tropic of Cancer divides our nation in two parts. It is northern part and southern part. So here that is why there is a long difference in the temperature of different places in India. The temperature at Leh and Dras in the northern India goes up to minus 45 degrees Celsius during the winter, and at that time the temperature recorded at the Sri Ganganagar and in at Alwar during summer as high as 51 degree Celsius. Annual rainfall at Cherrapunji in Meghalaya is about 1200 centimeters, which is the highest in the world. Mawasharam, which is 60 km away from Cherrapunji, is known for the maximum rainfall during the 24 hours, while the desert in Rajasthan gets hardly 10 to 12 centimeter rainfall annually. So this is the seasonal this is the thing happen because of variation in the climates of India. In some places you feel more cold, at some places of India you feel lots of heat or in the some parts of India you experience lots of rain, heavy rainfall. In some parts of India or in some places of India there is a low rainfall or less rainfall. So this is all thing is because of variation in the climate of India. Now the topic we are discussing today is the factors affecting the climate. Why the climate is changed, which are the factors which are responsible for the changing of climate. So here are some factors which control the distribution and amount the elements of climate, and that's why these factors are known as climatic factors. And in that the first one is latitude. Now how the latitude is responsible or affected factor for the change of climate. So the distribution of the elements of climate that follow the latitudes to a great extent. And if we discuss about the location of India, so India is located between 8.4 northern hemisphere latitude and 37.6 northern latitudes, and that's why Tropic of Cancer, which is on the 23°30 northern latitude, divides India into two parts, and it is northern India and southern India. The southern part of the Tropic of Cancer is torrid zone and northern part is in temperate zone. Now the second factor is distance from the sea. Now how distance from the sea is affecting the climate. So land and water have unequally capacity to hold and to exchange the solar heat. The coastal regions in a peninsular India. Now what is peninsula? I have already or you have already learned in during chapter number 13. So the coastal regions in peninsular India experience temperate climate throughout the year. As the northern plain is away from sea, it has continental type of climate, and that is the summer is hot and the winter is cold. For example, the climate of Mumbai is temperate as it is on the sea coast, while Delhi has a continental climate as it is away from sea. Now the third topic is altitude. Now altitude means height from sea level. The temperature and the pressure of the atmosphere decreases as we go higher from sea level. Generally, the temperature decreases by 1 degree Celsius for every 165 meters or by 6.5 degree Celsius for every 1000 meters. If we discuss about this factor in detail, so every layer of the air exert pressure over the underlying layer, and as we go higher the air layers are less in numbers and thin. So the air pressure decreases, and that is why the air remains cool in higher mountain regions. For example, there is much heat in the plains of North Gujarat, while the hill stations at Mount Abu, which is nearby Gujarat, enjoys pleasant weather during the summer. So this thing is happened because of the height from the sea level. As the altitude decreases, the rainfall, altitude increases, the rainfall, very high peaks of Himalaya remain snow clad throughout the year. And as the damp air rises high and cools down, it gives rain. For example, in the mountainous regions of Assam and Meghalaya, there is more rain with the increase in height. Now, the next topic or the next factor which if affecting the climate is atmospheric pressure and winds. So, India falls in the path of northeast trade winds, or we can say India lies in the regions of the northeast trade winds, and these winds exist due to the tropical high pressure belt in the northern hemisphere, and due to the Coriolis force, these winds slightly deflected and blow towards equator. These winds blow over the landmass, they contain less moisture, but due to the vast water mass located into the south of India, these winds contain moisture and bring rain in India. During winter, high pressure develops to the north of India, or we can say north of Himalaya, and cold and dry winds from this region blow towards oceanic area where low pressure is created. These winds tend to blow from Indian Ocean to low pressure in North India, and thus these winds contain moisture and bring rain in India. So, these are the factors which affecting the climate. If we talk about extra factor which affecting the climate, it is the physiography of India. So, Himalaya obstruct extremely cold winds blowing from the Central Asia during the winter, and besides the same Himalaya prevents moisture bearing winds blowing over the Indian Ocean, and these all the things we have discussed already. So, this is the thing, this is the factor is called as physiography. So, we see till here today. In next video we will discuss about seasons of India. Till that, thank you, have a nice day.